Book 193. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels, and today I'm going to tell you guys about Heru and the giant Ubaris. That's right, Heru and the giant Ubaris. But what is Matthew Daniels talking about? A long time ago, a small yet ancient nation was under attack by a much larger nation. These two nations had been at war for several years, and the king of the smaller nation knew that his armies could not fight back much longer. Seeing the end of his nation going closer, he called together his council to see what they must do to survive. After much debate and deliberation, it was decided that their only hope was to seek out the giant Ubaris and convince him to help them win the war. To do this, the king called for his mightiest warrior, a man named Heru, to come and stand before him. He then gave Heru the mission of seeking out the giant Ubaris and bringing him back to fight on their behalf. Heru, who was one of my ancestors no less, wasted no time heading out on his journey, and within a few weeks, he found Ubaris exactly where the king said he would be. Shocked, Heru noticed that Ubaris had massive chains locked to his mighty frame, and he was bound and shackled. He had chains upon his wrist, his legs, his body, and also his head. These chains, Heru could see, were attached to a great mountain, and Ubaris could not move. "Ubaris," Heru called out, "what has happened to you? Who has done such evil to you and shackled you to this mountain?" Ubaris did not respond to Heru, and he did not even look up. Knowing that he must free Ubaris for his nation to survive, the great hero Heru began doing all he could to break the chains. He used his superhuman strength, he used his genius mind, and he also used various animals found in the area. Unfortunately, nothing he tried worked, and he could not get Ubaris to rise up and help him. Heru then determined that the only way to free Ubaris would be to find the keys to the locks because the chains could not be broken. Not knowing where to begin his search, Heru spent several more weeks inquiring of those in the area about the whereabouts of the keys, and no one knew where they were. Finally, almost ready to give up hope, Heru noticed something glimmering in the closed fist of Ubaris. "It can't be," he thought to himself. Again, using his superhuman strength, Heru began opening the fist of Ubaris one finger at a time. To his shock and amazement, he found the keys which he had sought. He quickly began to unchain Ubaris and free him from his shackles. When he finally took the shackles off of his head, Ubaris could once again speak. "Thank you," Ubaris told him. "I began to shackle myself to this mountain as a fun pastime, and at first I could always break free. But one day I placed too many shackles upon myself, even one on my very mind, and I have been stuck ever since." Heru then told Ubaris about the plight of his nation, and Ubaris wasted no time following him back to help them fight. With the help of Ubaris, the king made short work of his foes, and his nation was saved in a single night. And so, the morning motivation of today is Heru and the giant Ubaris. Many of us are like the giant Ubaris. We are powerful and special, and we have the capacity to help out others. However, we have chained ourselves to things that are holding us back. We have chained ourselves to addiction, to failed relationships, to fake friends, and to bad behavior. We think that we are strong enough to put ourselves in compromising situations, and indeed, we might not get stuck the first 2 or 3 times we do this. However, every time we chain ourselves to these things, we risk chaining ourselves down for good. Today, I want you to set yourself free from any shackle which you have placed on yourself, and I want you to go forth and help those you were placed on earth to help, and always strive to do that which is good. And remember, you are awesome, you are amazing, you are wonderful, and you are great, and you are going to change the world. I just hope I'm still alive to see it, family. I'm out. Good morning.